Weaver. How about that?
Everybody's local? Everybody's here from Poconuts? All right. Born and raised? What about?
New York, right here.
New York? What part of New York? Jersey?
The Bronx.
The Bronx? I'm from the Bronx. Good, good. Y'all are local? That's cool. That's cool. The Bronx is changing. You been back recently?
No, not at all.
Gentrification is crazy out there. It's a lot more white people in the Bronx now. That's looks like this room actually. It's changing very different. I'm torn about how that is because I understand like they're taking my people away from their homes, but some of them gotta go. Like it's just too much. And then white people bring some good to those communities, right? Better schools, cupcake stores, Whole Foods. I just think white people haven't thought of all of the side effects of gentrification, you know, because black people already run faster than you and jump higher than you. Wait till we get a hold of organic fruits and vegetables. Secretly building super soldiers. We're gonna look like Captain America in a couple of years. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, it was a good trip. It was a nice like hour-and-a-half ride, kind of scenic through Jersey, like the good part and the one that doesn't smell. Like we came over the Tappan Zee Bridge, past all that, Delwater Gap. It's a nice ride. I'm glad to be here. Everybody's New Year's going well so far. 2015. Anybody quit their resolutions already? Always quit. My resolution, I never really do it because it's always to gain weight. And no one cares about that struggle. Like, it just doesn't matter. So dieting is always like number one on the list. And these diets are just getting out of hand now though. Like it's just too many different, it's always the Atkins, it's always something new, right? Anybody heard of this paleo diet?
Yes.
Heard about this craziness? If you haven't, paleo diet derives from like the Paleolithic era, where you're supposed to eat like the caveman. What? You bought that at Whole Foods. For the caveman, organic meant he hunted and killed his own food, and then that food was free to kill the caveman in defense of itself. That's why the caveman was in such great shape. He was fearing for his life. You know how many calories you burn fearing for your life? And then what's good for you always changes, right? Remember when tofu was good? Now that's bad. And then it was like soy milk. Now you're supposed to drink almond milk. What the hell is almond milk? I don't know about you, but to me, milk from a nut, that's disgusting. I'm not doing it. So, for the holidays, I was on a flight, and I was on first class, and I say that not to be like a pretentious dick, just to let you know the gravity of this situation, because when you're black in first class, it seems to be like a whole event, right? People have all these questions for you, like, are you playing on an NBA team? Basically asking me like, how'd you get here? Like, I thought you were gonna keep walking. So I'm in first class, and I'm the only black in first class. And if any of you know how it feels to be the only one in an area, like white people, maybe if you walk down the long aisle of the hair products at a CVS to like the black hair products, you know how you're the only one in like that area? Or like if you're in a Sprint store, you know? I'm just saying, don't kill the messenger. If you're white and you're on a Sprint phone, you made some wrong choices in life. I'm just saying, you're just not supposed to be in there. That's not for you. AT&T, Verizon, those are the ones with service that works. That's it. So I'm the only one, and I'm glad that the steward asked, right? I'm glad he didn't assume. He asked. The dinner options that was coming up was pastrami on rye or fried chicken. Now, again, the only one, I can't be the only black eating fried chicken in first class. But I also, like, my only other option is to die. Like, I don't think you understand, like, black people don't eat pink meat. We think we're gonna die. I don't understand what that's about. So I'm eating this pastrami on rye sandwich, and it's disgusting, it's horrible. I don't understand. The mustard was like I'll admit Cat's Deli in New York probably does pastrami way better. It's probably some good places here, and I shouldn't have been introduced to it on an airplane, but it was the most horrible sandwich I've ever tasted in my life. It was disgusting. And I hated like America for putting me in that predicament. Right? Because it was only because of the stereotype that I didn't choose the fried chicken that the white guy next to me ate so deliciously. I know. He was able to choose it without any worries about his people. And I would argue that black people don't even like chicken. Like, where did the stereotype come from? Other cultures like chicken more than I do. Right? See, she said I do. White people put it in pie. Like, that's the highest level food you could have is when you put it in pie. Asians name the general after it. That's the highest order. Even the colonel is just a colonel. Like, that's I don't understand where it came from. I just feel like we need to update our stereotypes. Have you ever seen black people eat popcorn? Like, that's crazy. That is ridiculous. So that was my flight. Crazy things. Tom was talking about texting. Anybody have like older parents that text? Couple people. Yeah. My dad is starting to text now, and it's a crazy thing because he doesn't understand any of the like abbreviations that kids are doing today. So he'll just make up whatever he wants, and I have to like decode the text messages. And I have like an old 70s dad, so he'll text me something like #JT, and I'm like, Justin Timberlake? He's like, no, Jive Turkey. Like, why are you using 70s slang on a 2014 medium? Like, I don't understand. I don't know what that means. He's ridiculous. But the internet, everything's going crazy. Anybody hates Facebook? Like this, I can't stand Facebook. What I don't like about Facebook is how it makes like all your friends around you look better than you, right? Like you get jealous. I have one cousin, every day he has these cooks that cook for him. And he'll like take a picture of it, post it like #foodie, or he'll do something like outside enjoying the weather, chilling in the yard. And it's like, why does he have a better life than me? Because he's in jail. Like, I don't, should be jealous. Like, I don't get it. He's taking selfies, CELL fees. Sometimes people don't catch that one. Sometimes people don't catch them. It's ridiculous. Anybody married? Clap if you're married. A couple of people. Y'all don't sound like y'all happy to be married at all. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I want to get married, right? I believe it's a sacred thing, till death do us part. So I want to get married as close to death as possible, so I can finish it. And women live longer than men anyway, so we're really the only ones holding up that end of the bargain. That's not fair. Y'all get to be single again. I know it sounds like I'm commitment phobic, and I'll admit, like, I'll break up with my girlfriends for real petty reasons. Like the last one, I had dumped her because she would always make me watch the Food Network, like all these cooking shows, but she would never cook. That's a cook tease. Giving me blue belly, like, come on with all that. It's just, Beyonce got these girls messed up in the game. You put some seasoning on it, and I like it, then I'll put a ring on it. Like, that's how you get to my heart. That is it. And then, like, I turned 30 recently, and 30 is a weird age because you're like a certified adult now, but you were just in your 20s. So I don't know whether to put my name on like a VIP list at a club or on a waiting list for a new liver at a hospital. Like I might need it 10 years from now. I might be first on the list. And then your friends grow up around you at different rates, right? Like I have some friends that are getting married and having babies on purpose, and other friends that are just enjoying their lives. And I noticed something. My friends that are getting married and having kids, they introduce me to their new baby with the same enthusiasm as like my other friends show me something like the new iPhone. the same enthusiasm. And I'm a little embarrassed to say I'm more impressed with the new iPhone. A baby I've seen before, right? Let me guess, 10 toes, 10 fingers, cute little face. The iPhone has FaceTime. The iPhone put porn in my pocket. Like, it's a great invention. I know it sounds like I don't like babies. It's not true. I love babies. I just like condoms better. It's cheaper in the long run. It's just cheaper. It's crazy. But something else that's happened is, like, I had a couple of friends that got married too young, right? Made the wrong choice, got divorced. Now they found who they think is the one again. Like, I can't afford your trial and error of love. Like, I don't understand all of this. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to my friend's second wedding. And I just want to know, what's the protocol of that? Do I have to get her another gift? Right? Like, I'm saying, your marriage broke, but the toaster I gave you the first time still works. Like, that is too much. It is too much. The holidays passed. Jesus was the reason for the season, right? And I agree with all of that. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I just think we don't give enough credit to someone who I think deserves it, and that's Joseph. You know how shocked Joseph must have been when he walked home and found Mary was pregnant? And then God knew Maury wasn't going to be born for millions of years, so Joseph was stuck. Like, you are the father of this baby now, Joseph. That is it. And it's crazy. I feel like anybody a stepdad, you know how hard it is to raise a stepchild, and this one has superpowers? Right? Like, Joseph's trying to feed baby Jesus his vegetables. Jesus keeps changing it to candy. Or Joseph's trying to, like, give baby Jesus a bath. Jesus keeps walking on the water. I'm just saying, this kid must have been impossible to raise. Give him more credit. Jesus has statues. Mary has statues. Joseph deserves some damn statues. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Sometimes, every time I travel for comedy, I always like to go to, like, the local strip clubs. I'm single, that's why I do it. Well, actually, all guys do it. Doesn't matter. But I noticed something. You ever notice that the strip clubs have the same lights as, like, arcade lights? You ever notice that? Same fluorescent lights? I don't know what it is about those lights, but at any age in either of those places, I just stay until I run out of money. I'm Kenan Weaver, y'all. Thank you.